Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of ABJ Creative. What I'm trying to do in this particular episode is it's a firmware hacking process. For the guys who don't know what is firmware hacking, it is basically flashing a third-party firmware, which is might be illegal, but in my case, I'm not doing any illegal activity. I'm using the firmware which are freely available and have a open source license, which is GPL, which is general public license, wherein you can go ahead and you can also join their community if you would like to go ahead and contribute, which is the best part of this particular thing. Now the main question that we need to ask ourselves is, do we really need to hack our routers and other devices? Sometimes you may tell yes, because these third party firmware would be adding some additional features which are not available on your stock firmware, you can say. About last video I had hacked my audio player. The video link is available in the description. You can go and check that also, because that added some games and additional facilities, some EQ things. But I'm not here to talk about this. Today we'll talk about router. I have a NanoStation 2 Loco, and for that I was searching for a open source Linux based firmware, which I have found. Number of other brands are also available like DDWRT, Tomato, but we need to find out that each and every firmware cannot be flashed in every router. You can see the hardware is not supported, so we need to do a lot of research before flashing, because if you do a wrong flash, you might break your device. So I have gone to a site which is the OpenWRT, as you can see on the screen, and here I was able to find the software, or you can say the firmware, for my particular router. But make sure whatever you do, it is at your own risk, because you might end up breaking your device. Will be responsible for the same. As you can see on the screen, I am on a site searching for my firmware. The links of everything is available in the description. Here I am checking the license to make sure that I am doing the legal activity. So you can see it's a GPL license. I am searching for my specific model, which is NanoStation Loco 2. Let's see if I am able to get the firmware of that particular router. Yeah, got something from the forums. If you are interested to flash the same, I will put the link in the description so that you can directly go ahead and download. Be really careful when you try to find something. Make sure you note down your model exact specs. That is what I am trying to see. I am reading each and every line of it, so that unnecessary I don't break my equipment. So finally it says here, for 4 different models the same firmware can be used. They have also given the link of the firmware. So I'll just click on this link and download my firmware. In the meanwhile, when my firmware is downloading, I am trying to do a research that if by chance my device gets bricked up, or if the firmware is not flashing, in that case what I need to do. What I have done is I have also downloaded the factory stock firmware from the Ubiquiti website, and I have kept it safe just in case, to be on the safer side. This is the PoE adapter. I will show you the connections before flashing. There are 2 ports on the PoE adapter. One says LAN. The LAN connection has to go to your laptop or computer LAN port. The second one is the PoE. The PoE has to go to the NanoStation router. Now, these are the normal condition when the lights are flashing. Now I went to the control panel. Now I am trying to change the IP to access my router. Just follow the procedures on the screen. It's very simple. Now I'm typing the IP of my router, 192.168.1.20. This is the IP which Ubiquiti has given me for the stock firmware. So putting in the factory password and the username and trying to log in. Okay, now I'm inside the NanoStation Loco with the stock firmware. You can see it's Air OS. I click on the system and now I will try to flash my downloaded firmware. You just need to click on upload. Oh my god, it says bad firmware update image. I think this method is not gonna work. So you remember on the NanoStation site in the OpenWRT they have also mentioned another method which is the TFTP. So I have downloaded the TPTF-exe to use it. So let's try it now. For using TFTP there are certain steps. So I have also put the text in the description on the video. So make sure you follow the same thing. Here I will need to add the IP of my router, the same IP address, and here I will select the firmware file. Now I try to upgrade. Again I am getting the error. The reason is I am missing out on something. Okay, no problem. Okay, I forgot to press the reset button on my NanoStation loco. So you need to keep the button pressed while flashing and make sure the lights start dancing the way shown in the video. And you need to wait for the lights to get a little bit stable. Now once you put in the OpenWRT, your IP address will change. And the IP address is 192.168.1.1 for the OpenWRT firmware. And yes, we are inside the firmware. It's been flashed successfully. So the image wasn't bad, but the method was not working. That was the only procedure. Now suppose you want to flash the original firmware in the router, you need to follow the same procedure. You can click on the TPFT and you can select the stock firmware and flash the same way we did this one. So it's quite easy. Stay tuned for another episode of ABJ Creative on this particular topic. I will show you how to configure the OpenWRT for repeater, for bridge, or maybe as in router. So that we will see in the next episode. Thanks for being with ABJ Creative for this fabulous episode. More things are going to be coming up in the coming videos. So stay tuned with ABJ Creative. Signing out. Have a great day.